morning. So we're about to go on a walking tour of Ben's new bedroom because it's finally done. And what he said when he first saw it was, it needs more stuff. Anyway, so the first project I did was strip all the wallpaper. It was flowers, 3 layers in the whole room. And then I painted on the blue and the brown walls. Then I painted on the motto, including a little wrestling mat. It's a quote by Dan Gable, who's a famous wrestling coach and wrestler. And then I reused some stuff from his old room. I got this bedding actually when we moved into the house, but I reused his University of Washington stadium photo, which is vintage now because the stadium's been redone. I reused this set of frames that I made for his old room too. It has a Mariners Stadium, UW, and Quest Field, which is now CenturyLink. So lots of vintage, and it hasn't even been 3 years. It's barely been 3 years. And then I got lockers. I wanted to use those for his stuff instead of the exposed bins that I had for his old toys. This way I could lock up the toys that I don't want him to play with. He can pick 1 or 2 things to play with at a time. And then I can store stuff on top too. Cute stuff. And then I got new curtain rods, which I painted to look like baseballs on the edges. And I made the new curtains. The color inspiration for the green color was this clock over here on the wall that I found at Ross for like $5, so hopefully it doesn't break. And I made that jersey for him for his old room. DBN are his initials, and he's the 4th Norton to have those 3 initials. Then I was discouraged over on this wall because I really wanted to do this big shelf, but I didn't know if I could do it. But my co-Young Women leaders encouraged me to go for it, so I did. And it was a challenge, but I got the shelf up and I'm really happy with the impact. Then I got, Hobby Lobby was my favorite source. Got those 3 little hangers, and I have his Stanford Huskies and Seahawks jackets hanging there. I think they're all getting too small. His Seahawks stadium, his hats, including his wrestling headgear that he already has, even though it's still a little big. Bulletin board, more lockers, and then his little reading nook. I first had all the books in the lockers, but I couldn't stand not having any exposed books in my kids' room. So I found this at IKEA, which it's supposed to be all for bins. So I added the shelves in the ones where there are shelves. And I love it because it looks like a champion podium. So it's been a very hard project. It's taken me well over a month, and I thought it would be 2 weeks. But it was totally worth it. I'm happy with the way it turned out. So, oh, and I've got this little drawer underneath, bench drawer underneath for their stuffed animals, so enjoy.